If you have been asking yourself, what is the best cleaning niche and what's the right niche for you, then this video is for you, because I'm going to be sharing 35 different cleaning niches in this particular industry for you to try and thrive in 2025, right? And I got some inspiration for this video from one of my subscribers. Shout out to Curtis. He reached out to me and he asked me, he wants to start a cleaning business, but he don't want to quit his day job, right? Do you know any opportunities that would work with my schedule? And I pretty much just let him know my personal recommendation was daily janitorial, cleaning buildings, commercial offices at night, right? That's what I started doing. That's what really worked for me. In fact, my first one was actually a daycare center, and I got a medical office, a dentist office, actually what it was. And then from there, that's what really took me off. But I want to share with y'all 35 different niches that aren't necessarily just in that space. Since I've been in this business, I've learned that there's a whole lot more. Now, before we jump into this list, I want to tell y'all about today's sponsor, Jobber, right? Jobber is an all-in-one platform that allows you to run your business more smoothly and more efficiently. Hands down, it's like an assistant in your pocket, right? You can do your scheduling, you can let people book with you online, you can send out your invoices, your quotes, get paid, all that good stuff, all in one platform. One of the features that I really love and we've been using a whole lot is the GPS tracking feature for my team members. Basically what it is, it allows my team members to clock in through the app. They open the Jobber app, clock in, and it shows me exactly where they are when they clock in, and it allows me to not have to text them or they got to text me, hey, I'm here, all that good stuff, right? That's what we used to do, right? Now, just go to the app, clock in, boom, we good, right? Like I say, man, I wasted so much time in the beginning because of the fact that I didn't have tools like this, but that does not have to be you, because Jobber is giving a 14-day free trial away to anybody that clicks the link in the description, and they have a bunch of special discounts going on too, as well as resources like this article that I got these 35 cleaning niches from. Just go there, check out the website, and just see how you like it. Let's get into the video. We have residential general cleaning, right? That's routine cleaning, and you doing tasks like dusting, vacuuming, wiping down surfaces, you cleaning the kitchen up, cleaning the bathrooms. That's stuff that you do in your house on a regular basis, right? That's just regular routine cleaning. You go into somebody's house, clean up for them after their family, right? That is a huge industry. I don't do a whole lot of that, but that is something that is very, very valuable to a lot of people, right? Number two, we got deep cleaning. This is somewhat like the move in, move out. I did a lot of this deep cleaning when I was first getting started. It's a great way to get your foot in the door. It's a great way to start building up some revenue and then getting people to know you know how to clean, right? So say somebody move out, like apartment complexes and stuff like that, they always look for people to come in and do move in, move out cleanings. But this is where you're doing a thorough cleaning of like hard to reach spaces. You're doing the cabinets, you cleaning the ovens, refresh and restart to that particular building or whatever it is, right? That house, right? Then we got laundry service. This is where you go into people's houses, you wash their clothes, you do the drying, the folding, and you put them away, right? This is a big thing in like elderly people's homes, like people who don't necessarily have people to come in and help them out, or they don't have like a spouse or whatever. This is very, very powerful for them too, because they don't necessarily wash their clothes all the time, right? And some of them aren't able to lift heavy, laundry loads and stuff like that. So that's another one too you can look into. Then we got dry cleaning services, right? This is where you pick up people's clothes, take them to the dry cleaners, bring them back or whatever, or you actually do a dry cleaning service, right? Or actual dry cleaning facility, right? That's a huge thing. Now, one of my favorites, number 5 right here, is sanitization and disinfection, right? This is where you're targeting germ-prone areas to reduce bacteria and viruses, ideal for illness prevention. Right now, this is one thing that myself and my brother went into when we were first getting started. I guess back in 2020, when the pandemic hit, I ended up getting laid off from my job, and we were doing a little bit of here and there, some of all this stuff. Really, we had a couple of accounts, but this whole sanitization and disinfection spray with the electrostatic sprayer machine, they had this special chemical that we would put in it, and we would go in the buildings with the face mask on and the full hazmat suit, and we spraying down the whole building. And we just got into this on accident because of the fact that everybody was freaking out when the pandemic happened. Say for instance, there's an office building and somebody came in there with that particular illness that was going around, C-19, right? And everybody was freaking out. They would ask us to come in there and wipe down everything and then spray. So that's another very powerful thing too. I would even probably go into that right now. I would do that right now. Then we got carpet cleaning, right? This is steam cleaning, extraction. You got stain removal or repairs of different carpet areas. Like I got calls from some of my clients whenever a pipe bursted or something like that in my residential clients' houses, they would ask me to come over with my machine and just extract the water out of the carpet, right? And that was a real thing. Like we've really done that several times, right? So that's another niche that some people only do carpet cleaning for residential or commercial. They'll get a whole truck and they got 3 or 4 carpet machines in there. And I've never went that route where I'm doing just that, but I still do some of that too. And it's very lucrative. If you get good at it, it can be great too. So think about that as well. And then we got general floor cleaning, right? That's cleaning and polishing hardwood, tile, stone floors, even like outside floors, like little patios. That's another thing that people do, and it could be a great niche to get into. So floor cleaning, right? Giving people better appearances on the floors. Then we have here number 8, upholstery cleaning, right? This is restoring sofas, armchairs. You got any kind of furniture that has upholstery on it, right? And getting stains out of it, removing odors. I heard of this guy who was flipping couches, right? He would go to yard sales or different storage units where they cleaning out storage units, and he would go and buy the couches for like $25, $30, maybe $50, and then go and clean it and sell it for like $300, $400, $500. He'll 10x his money sometimes, right? So that's another thing too. If you want to just get into something like that, and then the next one, number 9 here, we have furniture cleaning. This is vacuuming, spot removal, polishing, maintaining furniture's aesthetic. And I guess this is like hardwood furniture and stuff like that too. Tables. If somebody bring in a table that has this big gash in it or something like that, and you know how to do woodwork and kind of remove stains, that's another thing that could be good for you too, right? And then we have on here home organization, right? Arranging kitchens, closets, bedrooms, and for better functionality and tidiness. This is a huge thing too, because a lot of busy families, like speaking of which, like my wife, she do a lot of cooking and stuff like that, and then she might have the boys just take this and go throw it back in the pantry, right? And the pantry would be crazy looking, and I'm like, what is it? I like order, right? That's how my brain goes. So if I wasn't doing what I'm doing, so heavy in commercial cleaning, I would be interested in something like this because of the fact that it matches my skill set too. Like I know I can go in there and organize the pantry, putting this with that with that, got the canned goods. Anyway, long story short, all I'm saying is when you hearing these different things that I'm saying, start to look at like what matches my skill set, what could I be good at, and what could I get paid really well for, right? If I figure out how to scale it. So then we go into commercial side, right? Which is my personal favorite. That's what I do. That's what I talk about a lot on this particular channel, right? Office cleaning, which is what I did when I wanted to keep my day job because I wasn't making enough money. Office cleaning, right? Let's go here. Cleaning common areas, cubicles, and restrooms to create a professional and hygienic environment. That's what they got on here, right? But that's basically, if you work in an office right now, like you work at an office building, just whatever, right? Any kind of office cleaning, this is the person that comes in, makes sure this place is spotless when y'all come in the next morning, right? It's the janitor, you know what I'm saying? But don't knock it because you can make some real good money. Commercial kitchen cleaning, right? Deep cleaning and degreasing kitchen surfaces to meet health and safety standards. Now, this is very important too because of the fact that when you have the safety standards that you gotta stay up to, like a lot of these professional restaurants, these big time restaurants, it's important for them to keep a clean and healthy kitchen, a good kitchen. Now, I haven't done a whole lot of this, but there's a time where we got a call from this hibachi restaurant, right? Hibachi restaurant, a bunch of oil, a bunch of grease, and gunk build up behind the stove. And I'm gonna just say this, I wouldn't have ate that at this place after I seen all that, right? But we ended up getting it clean. He had 2 locations. He wanted us to clean the whole kitchen, clean all that gunk behind there and get it all cleaned up. And then he wanted us to clean the floors. That's something that I did too. I experimented with it just to see, but going forward, I would probably just subcontract work like that out. I wouldn't do nothing like that myself anymore. I would just sub it out. But that's another thing that's very, very valuable. And if you start getting good at that and you showing these different restaurants, like, we know how to do this. We know what's up. We know what y'all dealing with. We know how to clean this. Boom, you can get them right. So think about that as well. And then we have restroom cleaning, maintaining spotless toilets, urinals, sinks, and mirrors to ensure cleanliness and prevent odors. Now, we live near a beach out here in Florida, and they have these public restroom areas. And I guess this is probably a couple weeks ago, we went into some of these public restrooms that's on the beach, and I was like, these actually pretty clean. Now, it didn't smell too good, but you might notice everything is metal in there. They got a metal toilet, metal sink, metal everything, right? And I found out that there's guys that have services where they go out here with pressure. They just get a pressure washing machine and they'll, spray the soap on it or whatever, and then they'll just pressure wash the whole bathroom down and get it cleaned up, and then they'll change out toiletries, things like that. And this is a full service thing where, like, this is all they do. So check that out too, right? Restroom cleaning for commercial spaces or just things like that, public restrooms and places like that. Then you got janitorial cleaning, right? Comprehensive maintenance tasks like mopping, sweeping, trash removal, and more. Now, I would assume that's similar to the office cleaning, but I guess they just have just regular janitorial, like people who are day porters, right? Like where you have a building that you need somebody to be there all day long, right? And that's a day porter type of position where I haven't ever done that, like a day porter position where I have to be at a place all day, but I've known people who have, like, for instance, my stepdad, he had a big contract through Jan Pro with Caterpillar, the Caterpillar Corporation out in Arkansas, somewhere, Little Rock, Arkansas. And in the summertime, I ended up taking a position, like working with him, where he had a team of people, and I was like, man, I was the floor tech guy, and I cleaned bathrooms, and we would have to be there for like 6-7 hours a day. And some of them guys, they was there from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and that's how it worked. So that's janitorial cleaning, day porter type of positions. That's another thing you can look into too, and build a team around that, right? Great niche. Then we have school cleaning, right? Cleaning desks, computers, whiteboards, the bathrooms, to promote a safe and healthy learning environment, what they got on here, right? So school cleaning, another very powerful one too. I've done that as well. I guess the daycare center was like a school because they had, learning classrooms and all that too. So another very powerful one. Now you gotta be able to deal with kids and messes. Like, you gotta be able to handle that. And a lot of them, if you do like a school that it has like K through 8 or whatever, you got them kind of schools, those are cool. But if you go a little bit younger than that, then you're gonna be dealing with some dirty diapers, you're gonna be dealing with some foul smells, things like that, and a lot of low like fingerprints on the glass, things like that. So think about that. I learned from experience doing that. So then we got medical cleaning, my personal favorite, right? Medical office cleaning, that's clinics, that's dentist offices, that's chiropractors offices, anything that's a medical space. This is what I love and specialize in, right? Specialized cleaning for clinics, hospitals that focus on high sanitization standards, right? Or high sanitization standards. Anyway, that's what I really fell in love with doing, because number one, they got the budget to pay. Number two, it's absolutely mandatory for them to have cleaners in there. And then number three, a lot of times they don't like for the cleaner to be in there while they are seeing patients. So they prefer to sub it out in the evening time. Now, if it's an actual big hospital, then they have staff in there all day, day porter type positions. But for what we found, those I guess a medium to large size clinics, anywhere from that 6,000, 10,000, 20,000 square foot building, they're gonna want somebody to come in there in the evening time, clean this place up, get on out of there, do the same thing tomorrow, right? This is literally pandemic proof, it's recession proof. Here's the thing, health is wealth, right? Health is important to everybody. And as long as people need to go to the doctor and get treatments and all that stuff, these places are gonna stay open. So just keep that in mind, right? I learned that from experience as well. And that's why I still do it and I love it, right? That's my favorite niche on this whole list, gotta be. Then we got sports cleaning, right? Now this is sanitizing gym equipment, locker rooms, and sports floors to maintain hygiene in recreational spaces. So we used to clean a 10 Fitness when I was in college, right? Like I said, my stepdad, he had Jam Pro accounts. And when I did 1 year in college, by the way. It didn't last too long, but I ended up going to college out in University of Central Arkansas. Man, we had a 10 Fitness center out there that I would clean in the evenings, and I ended up becoming like the manager, you know, for my stepdad. He had a couple people that helped him out, and I was the manager. We would go in there, we'd clean up the locker room, we would clean up just the whole floor, we would clean the glass and all the, you know, we would clean some of the workout machines, and we would also get free workouts too, because a lot of people that were cool with us, so we can get in there and work out real quick, and then we could clean and then do our thing, get on out of there, right? So that's another thing. That's another huge industry, by the way. So another thing too, you could literally just walk into different gyms and ask them, hey, do y'all need a cleaner here? Or if you notice something, you've been there a couple weeks now, you're like, man, you know what? This place could look better than this. Especially if you don't see staff coming through there cleaning up daily or throughout the time you're working out. That's something that you can look into, asking them, hey, would you all like for us to come in here and clean for y'all? Give them a quote, see how that works, right? So another niche that is very, very profitable. Then we got specialty services, right? Another one of my favorite. We got number 18 at window cleaning, right? Cleaning windows inside and out to improve visibility and enhance curb appeal. Now, when we do our post-construction cleans, I do a lot of window cleaning. I got a team that'll help me do that. I don't do any high-rise cleaning. We do things that are, you know, 6 to 10 feet or whatever high, and we'll clean those. But one thing I like to say is we help our clients see the world more clearly, and that line has seemed to work. I don't know, it's just nice, but window cleaning is great, right? That's a niche that you can go on YouTube right now and just type in window cleaning service, how to start window cleaning, and there's thousands of people that'll tell you how to do that. So great niche to look into as well. I recommend going ahead and doing it. If you like to do stuff like that and work outside and inside, that's another niche that'll be great for you too. Number 19 is pressure washing. Now, I recently did a video where I talked about how I hired a pressure washing guy because I seen his sign posted out somewhere. If you are looking to get into pressure washing, you can literally just call some of these signs and just tell them, hey, I'm looking to get into pressure washing. I want to start my own service. I don't know how to do this. Can I be your mentee? Can I help you out? Do you have any work you can, subcontract out to me? Another great way to get started in pressure washing, but that's it right there too. Using high pressure water to clean sidewalks, driveways, decks, and patios effectively. And before we get to this next one, I do want to shout out Jobber again for this full article. If you are looking for a service and a software to run your business more smoothly, click that link in the description below. And if you get some value out of this, make sure you hit the like button on this video. Let's get down to number 20, right? And that is gutter cleaning, right? Removing leaves and debris to ensure proper water drainage and prevent damage, right? So that's people that get up on top of these houses or whatever, or top of commercial buildings, and they clean the gutters out. That's a real thing too. They get up there with a leaf blower, get it on out of there. And that's some things that's all they do too, right? So another powerful one. Then we have number 21, HVAC duct and dryer cleaning. Now, or dryer vent cleaning. I've heard of this a whole lot. I've seen ads for dryer vent cleaning and cleaning ducts and things like that. That's one of them niches that you don't necessarily hear people, like I've never met somebody that actually did it, but I see it a lot. So it's obviously a real thing, right? And it says that It says right here, right? Clearing ducts and vents to improve air quality and reduce fire risk. Now, that's the thing that, excuse me, that's a thing that it's one of the big selling points, right? It's like we can help you reduce the risk of a fire, right? By the way, man, prayers to everybody out there in Los Angeles right now. If you're watching this in LA and you being affected by that, your family, whatever, man, my heart goes out to y'all. That is wild. I never seen nothing like that before, but my thoughts and prayers are with y'all, and I hope everybody's getting out of there safely, and hope this gets cleared out and everything like that soon. But anyway, just wanted to make that point while I was thinking about this fire. But let's get into number 22, which is pool cleaning, right? Skimming, balancing chemicals, and tidying pool areas to ensure a safe, clean swimming space. This is like, you can do this for residential, you can do this at community centers, you can do this at schools, whatever, right? You know, you got the recreational centers, YMCAs, Boys and Girls Clubs, the gyms, wherever it has a pool, you can offer services. And I live in Florida now, so there is an abundance of pools. You can drive a minute, you know, every mile you got a pool out here, right? So if you live somewhere where there's a lot of pools, this could be a great niche for you to try out and see if you like it as well. Then we got chimney sweeping at number 23. Cleaning and inspecting chimneys to remove soot and improve safety during the use of the chimney, right? So that's one thing that I don't really think about as well. But like if you live up north somewhere and there's a lot of chimneys and fireplaces or wherever, right? If you live somewhere where there's a lot of houses that has chimneys in it, then this could be another great niche that you could look into doing as well. And here's the thing about all these niches is it's one of those where if you get good at it and you go all in on it and you get a clientele base, then it's the best niche for you, right? So there's no perfect niche. It's whatever is good for your skill set, what you like, and then what you go all in on, right? Then my second favorite on this list, y'all, is construction cleaning. Post-construction cleanup of dust, debris, and materials for move-in readiness. This is either on residential side or commercial side. We've been doing a bunch of commercial post-construction cleaning. Basically, the building or a contractor, construction company, they build this place and then now it's all ready and they want their client to go ahead and come in here and you know, move into this place. But you're not gonna be able to do that with all this dust and debris and crazy stuff around here, right? Because it's a big mess. So they hire companies like mine or yours potentially, any cleaning service that can do this. They bring them on in there, clean this whole place up, get everything out of there, the dust, debris, and just clean up everything and make it look beautiful and ready for the client or the purchaser of that particular place to move on in there. Now, we've been doing a lot of that. I got a lot of content talking about that on my particular YouTube channel as well. So anyway, look into that too, right? Construction cleaning. Then coming in at number 25 is move in, move out cleaning. We kind of talked about that earlier, but this is the title they have for it: deep cleaning homes for new tenants or before moving out to ensure fresh, clean spaces. Now, this could be on the commercial and residential side. You know, you got certain people who move out of office spaces and they need somebody to come in there and do a full deep clean. Because say this particular company has been in this building for 25 years. You got stuff that's been sitting on this floor or whatever for, you know, the last 2 decades. So they need people to come in here, strip and wax the floors, get everything looking back beautiful. And that's another thing that you could look into as well. And it's a niche that you could just really dive into. And there's a lower barrier to entry. I say that all the time, like there's a lower barrier to entry when it comes down to move in, move out cleaning, because they're not necessarily forcing you to have all these credentials and things like that. They just want to know, can you get this place cleaned up and get everything out of here so we can come in here and move our stuff in, right? So just look into that as well. If you are new and you need something to get into right away, ask people or realtors, by the way, realtors need this too. So tap in with realtors. You can walk into open houses and talk to the realtors. That's one thing that I used to do. I used to drive around and go to open houses on Sundays with my flyers and business cards, and I would talk to these different realtors and ask them, hey, can I give you a quote to clean this place, basically? So look into that as well. Then we got number 26, Airbnb Cleaning, preparing short-term rentals for guests with thorough and efficient cleaning. Now, this is something that my guy Curtis was talking about. He wanted to do Airbnb cleaning. Now, I told him that that's cool. But if he has a day job, then he may have a challenge with maintaining Airbnb schedules, because sometimes, say for instance, like somebody check out of the Airbnb at 11 o'clock, and they got another check-in coming in the evening. Well, you got a short window to clean sometimes. I don't know how that works all the way because I have never done that, but I was just saying that a lot of people who work a day job during the day, it'll probably be beneficial to have something where you can clean at night strictly, and you're not like forced to go clean in the day. So just look into that. Not saying you're not able to do Airbnb cleaning if you got a day job, but anyway, just something to think about. You want to make sure you'll be able to go and handle that, or have a team member handle that right away if your client is requesting the cleaning, right? So you don't miss out on that. But we got Airbnb cleaning, and it's simple as that. You go and clean an Airbnb once somebody moves or checks out, and then get it ready for that particular person. Next, I guess you can look at this as like hotel cleaning as well, right? Like housekeeping for hotels or motels or whatever. Then we got foreclosure cleaning, right? Cleaning homes for resale after foreclosures. I've never heard of that. Foreclosure cleaning, often requiring extensive deep cleaning. Wow. So that's something else too. That's my first time ever hearing of that niche, right? Foreclosure cleaning. So I guess you would call foreclosure offices, or I don't even know who you would even call to tap into this niche, but that's something too that's very interesting, right? So just think about that if you're interested in cleaning homes for resale after foreclosures, right? Then we got hoarder cleaning. Now, y'all, this is removing clutter, deeply cleaning to restore a safe and livable environment. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that show on TLC or ABC, whatever it's called, Hoarders. Man, that is crazy. I don't know if I'll be able to deal with that, but I absolutely be seeing people come in there with hazmat suits on. When they doing the transformation, they got the hazmat suits on. They got everything on, getting that place cleared out. So that's a real service. People actually do that too. And I'm sure they probably can pay or charge an enormous amount of money to go and deal with that. If y'all ever seen them houses, that look crazy. So anyway, hoarder cleaning is another thing that if you got the stomach for that, then you can go and tap into that niche too, right? Not for me though, but another thing that you could try. And then we got number 29 is event cleanup, right? Post-event cleaning for weddings, parties, reunions, right? Including trash removal and tidying up. Now, this is where you can tap into like event venues and event spaces in your particular area. Tap in with them, let them know, hey, also too, y'all, I had this thought. I had a coaching call with somebody just the other day, and I was telling them, when you're cleaning churches after the Sunday, worship and, all that happens on Sunday, that's almost like an event cleanup every single week, because of the fact that you got hundreds or sometimes thousands of people coming into this particular building. They're making a big mess in the bathrooms. You got spills, you got everything, so much life happening in this particular place. They need somebody to come in here and do a full sweep every single time. So, parties, concerts, whatever, you can do event cleanup like that, right? Even going out to different amphitheaters where you got the outside stuff, right? You can have, that's like an event cleanup too that you can look into. I've done a little bit of that. I've done a lot of churches cleans, but I haven't done like an actual event cleanup, but just another very powerful one too, right? Then number 30, we got junk removal. I probably would have lumped this in with hoarder cleaning, but it's a little bit different because, you got people that has these storage units that's full of junk, or they got a garage that just got so much stuff in it and they just want to just get rid of it. I've done that too, and we were able to charge a pretty good amount of money for that too. I remember having my papa with me and his cousin, and we went to go clean out this garage for this lady at my church. Helped her get that whole thing cleared out because she ended up getting married. And anyway, long story, helped them clean it out, man. And it was like junk removal, right? If you got a truck, you got a flatbed, you got something where you can just throw a bunch of stuff on, you can haul it off. That's really all you really need to do junk removal. Or I would say like a box truck. I know a couple guys got box trucks and they started doing junk removal with their moving services, right? So that's another thing you can look into as well. Then we got at number 31, vehicle cleaning and detailing, interior and exterior cleaning of vehicles, including vacuuming, stain removal, and polishing. Now, I've cleaned cars, right? I got uncles who've been cleaning cars for 30 years, and that's something that they really just fell in love with. They've been doing for a long time. Right now it's cold outside, right? I don't necessarily want to be cleaning cars in the cold, right? So that's not something that I would probably do all the time, but you can get you a space, right? I know people that has these big old like warehouse type spaces, and they bring the cars in there and they clean it up, and they charge $1,200 to $3,000 to clean these vehicles, and it's really amazing. So anyway, look into that as well, right? Then at at 32, we got boat cleaning, right? Boat cleaning, cleaning boat interiors and exteriors, including the hull. The hull, y'all, anybody tell me what the hull is? Hull. I don't know what that is. For maintenance and aesthetics, right? I've never done boat cleaning, but if you live somewhere where there's a bunch of boats, you got some docks near you, you might check that out too, right? Then we got, by the way, houseboats. I never thought about that. Houseboats is a real thing. So that's like residential, right? Anyway, disaster cleanup or disaster cleaning and restoration, right? Cleaning and repairing homes after fire, flood, or mold damage to restore them to livable conditions. Now, this is something that is huge, these natural disasters that happen or whatever, like what's going on out there in LA right now, man, I don't know exactly how beneficial some of this would be, because a lot of them are probably going to be just, you have to scrape all that, right? But there are some homes where you may have just, mold or something like that, and you could, that might be some asbestos. I don't know what all goes into that, but this is a real thing too, right? Disaster cleaning and restoration. So you probably have to have some restoration certifications or whatever to do that kind of stuff. But that's a real thing too, right? These people that they literally just go and just do that after a flood or whatever, right? So tap into that. And I think a lot of government contracts cover that stuff as well as like FEMA. They'll hire companies to come in and clean up after natural disasters and things like that. Then at number 34, which was the coolest one to me, my wife is very into Law and Order SVU, and they got crime scene cleaning, right? Specialized cleaning and removal of hazardous materials from trauma or crime scenes, right? So that's something that people do, right? Things happen, and they got to have somebody to clean up these spaces, and that's a real thing too. I don't know if I got the stomach for it, but that's another avenue that you could tap into. Now, number 35, y'all, is, now I end up just putting this on here. I made it up, and that's content creation cleaning, right? You got some people who out here who they'll just clean up stuff, and that's all they do. Like, they make money from cleaning stuff. Like, I've done a little bit of that. I guess you could kind of lump in what I'm doing with that too, but content creation cleaning business, right? Or cleaning business content, right? Cleaning content, however you want to say it. That's another niche that I'm tapping into right now, showing y'all how to do, showing y'all or exposing y'all to these different niches. And basically, you get to this point after you've mastered something or after you figured out how to do a certain niche, or you could get to a point where, say you got into boat cleaning, right? And you done found out how to make these cool reels or whatever for boats, right? And boom, now you got a whole nother avenue, or you in the boat cleaning content creation niche, right? So that's another one. I wanted to just throw these out there and kind of expose y'all to this to get your mind going like, hey, there's a lot more that I could tap into. Like, what I've been learning lately is, y'all, this construction cleaning, the post-construction, it is huge, especially if you live in an area that's really developing. It can really be great, right? So that was my goal, right? I kind of wanted to go through that as quick as possible to kind of just show y'all, man, it's so much, right? And then we got some pricing strategies, right? You can do hourly rates. You can do a lot of flat rates. That's what I used to do back in the day. I used to do flat rates for my move in, move out cleanings. Like, no matter what, like if it's a 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, it's this amount. Or if it's a 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, it's that amount, right? And so you could also do square footage pricing, right? And just do your research and figure it out. And then you got per room pricing, right? I do per room pricing when it comes to carpet extracting and floor cleaning, things like that. well, I do floor cleaning, I do square footage pricing, but that's some of the things that you could do, right? And then that's really all I have on that. If y'all have any questions about any of these niches or something that you think I missed or whatever, like hit it, let me know down in the comments below. I hope this was valuable for you. By the way, also go tap into Jobber if you know you need a service like that. They are giving a 14-day free trial, and they have great onboarding systems too for people that get on a call with you and they help you get started. That's why I really liked it. I'll see y'all in the next video. I appreciate y'all for watching this one. Peace.